Okay. I want to test the audio. Something's going on here. Hold on for a second. Hello? Hello? Oh, there you go. That's strange. The audio was not working for some reason. Another glitch. Glitches never seem to end. I think these programmers are they may be overrated. Let me try this again. Hold on. They may very well be overrated. Strange, huh? Okay. Welcome, everyone, to Progressive Discussions. It happens to be Sunday, August the 13th, 2023. And the global heat wave continues. I don't expect it to end anytime soon, even though the right-wing deniers will tell you it doesn't exist, just like they said the COVID-19, at first they said it doesn't exist, and so on and so on and so forth. The anti-maskers, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And, you know, it, they, their objective is profit before people and the planet. That's all they care about. What they will learn the hard way is, in the end, the billionaires will learn that you cannot eat money when the shit hits the fan, and the earth is in real danger. It's in real danger now, but the shit hasn't hit the fan yet. And our very existence, including all creatures on the planet, are in danger. I've read many articles, whereas the ocean currents, like let's say the currents in the Atlantic, uh, the Gulf Stream going from south to north, and then there's the North Atlantic currents. They have slowed down because of climate change, and so has the trade winds. And the temperature, as you know, is soaring. The ocean temperature is soaring. Miami Beach, if you expect to cool off by taking a dip in the ocean water, prepare to take a dip in a bathtub, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And the coral is dying. It's being bleached by the sun. Not the reefs that are in deep water. The reefs, the typical reefs that are in more shallow water. The corals are dying. They're collecting live corals and trying to keep them alive artificially, just in case this all magically ends. And then a chunk of Greenland, not Greenland, I'm sorry, the chunk of Antarctic ice, the size of Greenland, has vanished. So if these oceanic currents collapse and they stop, which scientists say it might happen by the middle of the century, or it might happen in a few years, that's a pretty wide range. If it happens, then the sea levels will rise dramatically, and all the coastal cities will be in danger. So while I wait for my illustrious co-host and right-hand man, Mr. Mick Von Raven from Chicago, Illinois, I'm going to bring up the first article. I only have 3 articles, but they're important, I would say. They're important. The first article, and the only one of its kind, is about the Trumpenstein monster. We all know who that is. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'm going to enjoy some of my chai tea mixed with peppermint while I courteously wait for my co-host to come aboard the Progressive Discussions pirate ship. That's good. Hold on for a second. Let me make some adjustments. And there we go. He'll come soon. Well, you know what? Let me start reading. Judge Chutkan says Trump's right to free speech in January 6th case is not absolute. Yeah, it's like screaming fire in a crowded theater, right? And there's no fire. There's a photo of the Trumpenstein monster. And Judge, what the hell's the name again? Chutkan? Maybe it's Chutkan. CNN. U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan set the tone for how she would preside over the election supervision against Donald Trump in a hearing Friday focused on what limits would be placed on how the former president can handle the evidence prosecutors will be turning over to him. Chutkan kicked off the hearing, the first in the case before her and one that took place in her courtroom at D.C. Federal Courthouse, noting that while Trump's rights as a criminal defendant would be protected, his First Amendment right to free speech was not absolute. In a criminal case such as this one, the defendant's free speech is subject to the rules, she said. All right, let me just take a peek. Nope. Let's make sure I intercept Mr. Mick Von Raven when he arrives. The judge closed the hearing with a promise that the case would advance like any normal proceeding in the criminal justice system, but warned that the more inflammatory statements were made by a party, the quicker she would need to move toward a trial to preserve a fair jury. It is a bedrock principle of the judicial process in this country, she said, while quoting precedent that legal trials are not like elections to be won through a use of the meeting hall, the radio, and the newspaper. This case is no exception, she said. Over the course of the proceedings, she expressed some skepticism to the arguments made by the Office of Special Counsel Jack Smith, siding with Trump on at least a few matters related to the protective order over evidence that was the subject of Friday's hearing, addressing a submission from the government that she refused to let be filed under seal. She also emphasized the need for public transparency into the docket. The hearing, roughly an hour and 40 minutes long, was the first in the case before Chutkan. She has already shown a habit of responding quickly and tersely on the docket to debates between the parties over scheduling. An Obama appointee and former public defender who has overseen several cases regarding the events of January 6, 2021, Chutkan has been outspoken about the harm the U.S. Capitol attack caused to American democracy. All right. Chutkan later issued a protective order barring Trump from publicly disclosing sensitive information in the case. Yeah, good luck with that. With his big mouth, good luck with that. Just checking. Trump pleaded not guilty to 4 criminal charges related to his efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election last week, and the judge cautioned lawyers for Trump who did not attend the hearing about any public statements by their client that could possibly intimidate of witnesses. Whether or not Trump's the grammar might not be correct here. Whether or not Trump's public statements are covered by the protective order that's issued. She said, if they result in the intimidation of a witness or the obstruction of justice, I will be scrutinizing them very carefully. Trump's lawyer, John Lauro, said President Trump will scrupulously abide by his conditions of release. Later on, Chutkan said that even ambiguous statement from either party or counsel can threaten the process. Oh boy, it's a long one, huh? Well, he has 32 charges altogether against him. And he pleads not guilty to everything, of course. Well, instead of going through all of this rather boring legal mumbo jumbo, let me see. Wait a little longer for my co-host. I know I sent him the link early, but then again, I only had 3 articles. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Oh, my voice is echoing. My voice is echoing back. Hello. Oh, my voice is echoing back. Voice is. It might not be. Hello.
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 Hey, Jimmy.
Hello.
I don't see you. Can you
You
hear
don't
me?
see me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's
No,
because
sir.
I got
don't
an
see
article
you.
up. Hold on.
Oh, then take me off
Hold
the
on.
screen. Thanks.
There he
Hey.
is. No, it was just I only have 3 articles, and
Concert last night.
what happened?
I went to a Ted Nugent concert last night.
Oh, wow. And
His
how
very.
final tour? How was it?
It was great, except for a couple of political opinions. He was making fun of the governor here, which I didn't care. But then he turned his song "Come and Get It" that he shouldn't even play because it's garbage into "Fuck Joe Biden," and I didn't really like that. I don't pay.
Isn't it funny how? Hold on for a second. I was reading about Trump crying about his freedom of speech, and I had mentioned, well, you can't scream fire in a crowded theater if it's
You
not
can't
true.
say hold them up at a bank and say I was just expressing my freedom of speech.
Yeah, with a water pistol, a black
Yeah,
water pistol. This is a stick up. Now you can't do
I
it.
was just
He,
joking. That was yeah.
yeah.
It's his.
Overall, he has 32.
Well, he has a real weak defense with that. That's like saying, let's see, the fire started because the matches combusted, but you were caught smoking right over there. No, it was just a natural fire. Yeah, he's a fool. That's all he's got is a
Yeah,
world's weakest defense. He's gonna go on like a house of cards.
32 counts. Of course, he pleads not guilty to every one of them. That's him.
Well,
Uh,
because
um,
if he doesn't cut a deal, he's gonna die in prison. I don't care what anyone says.
Now, what you were saying about Ted Nugent hit a raw nerve, and it's connected. It's connected to Donald Trump and his MAGA Republican lunatic followers in January 6th. Yeah, he's. Oh, by the way, he says he's innocent of the insurrection, inciting the
Oh,
insurrection.
yeah,
Oh,
poor innocent fellow.
yeah, and Ted Nugent. Now you notice that Republicans. I mean, I have to put it in a crude way. Republicans cannot keep their fucking opinions to themselves.
No, it's always outward.
In other words, it's not relevant for Ted Nugent to do a concert with the songs that made him famous to throw in his political opinions, his personal political opinions. It is not a political rally, it's a Ted Nugent concert.
Exactly.
But they're such fanatics,
Egomaniacs.
egomaniac fanatics, that interject their agenda in every damn thing that they do, and it's not relevant. He should stick to the Ted Nugent songs, play his music, uh, uh, please his fans that went there, his final tour, and that's it, and shut his mouth about politics. No one asked him at the concert. Did people shout out, so what are your thoughts on President Biden? What are your thoughts of the 2024 campaign? What are your thoughts?
No, no.
He's got to open his fucking mouth and
Tickets were over $100 each. So yeah, it's our time too. So he should please us during our time when we pay to see him. He
you know
was phenomenal and all that, but that last song, that a political thing, he just has to get it in there. Like you said, all the Republicans have to get a zinger in there,
have
have
to.
to get it out there. Hi, how are you? Well, what side of the fence are you on? Oh, you're a Democrat. Well, here's why you're wrong. You know.
Here's why I don't like you, or why I can't be friends with you anymore.
Yeah, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't even say anything. Oh,
I
we
mean,
know how you liberals are. Too
well, they
too
or they
many.
call, or they call us libtards. Sometimes
Yeah, they're not the perfect people that they think they are. They're not at all.
they're the retards because they don't bring any proven evidence to the debate. So if you don't
And
bring
look,
in evidence, like in other words, what I'm trying to say is, oh, by the way, Michael Labar lost personal friends on social media because he's progressive and they're right
yeah,
wing.
I remember you saying that. That's horrible. They're not really friends to begin with. Then.
I purposely, if I have a friend, I know a couple, and they're right wing or they're right wing fanatics, I don't talk about politics with them.
Exactly.
My brother-in-law is a far right winger. I never talk about politics. I only talk about subjects that we have in common. Okay, my sister, she went. He influenced her, so
Sure.
she started voting Republican, and I don't talk about politics. She voted for Donald Trump because he voted for Donald Trump, and him and his family had some derogatory things to say about Barack Obama, of course, you know, uh,
Oh, jeez.
racist comments. And oh, you voted for that so and so blankety blank.
Yeah.
I go, yeah.
Stupid.
I said, yes, I did, because I feel he's the best man for the job. Do I want to vote for a Republican that wants to take away all social programs for the poor and not help the middle class? Do I want to vote for somebody like that? My loyalty is to my bank account. If my standard of living goes down, that's what I care about. I don't care about some.
Harder to survive that way.
Yeah, I don't care. I care about the here and now, the present. I don't care about some religious ideology that you can't prove. I mean, that's why our forefathers kept church and state separated. There's a good reason. You cannot interject. You cannot involve any religion with the making of a law because your religion has not been proven. Just like Um,
It's all faith. It's a
just
matter of faith.
faith is hope, right? Just like a fertilized egg is not a proven human child. It is not a human being. Is a potential life, like an acorn is to an oak tree. It's a potential life. But the thing I want to get at is ideology,
Pardon me.
ideology, whether it be crazy or not, is based on, now correct me if I'm wrong, is based on a perception. Perception. Perception that has no solid proven evidence to back it up, it, to me, is meaningless. It doesn't mean anything. It's perception. It's like, um, you know, at a distance, you say, you know what? That traffic light is green. And the guy next door to you says, nah, I think it's amber. Okay, let me get the binoculars out. Oops, sorry, it's green. And the guy goes, are you sure? I think it was amber. If you can't prove a perception, an ideology, your opinion in a debate, it doesn't mean anything. And this is how Republicans are. Like, I do agree with certain things like destroying national landmarks. I think history is very important. You know, I really think it's a sin to destroy something like a 150, 200-year-old building because you don't like the political connection with it. Well, hey, it's a historic landmark. It's like, do you really want to tear Wrigley Field and Fenway Park down? Oh, hell no.
Ooh, hell
Hell
no.
no. They shouldn't even have taken down Shibe Park in Philadelphia. These historic, it's not that they're the most comfortable stadiums to watch a game at. It's not that they're modern. It's that they're they're they represent history. They represent history. The same thing with historic landmarks. I mean, and about I agree about helping the poor by making the rich pay their fair share in taxes. That I agree with. I don't agree about pandering to any specific lobbying group.
No.
You know, like we represent this nationality, race, or sexual preference. Therefore, we demand that we get special treatment over you people. Why should I let somebody cut ahead in line?
Yeah, America is about equality.
Right. It's not racist to refuse to pander and kiss ass, kiss up. No, it's fairness. Joe Blow is Caucasian and he's low income, can't find a job. Well, Joe Blow is entitled to apply for the same social services as a poor person of color. They're entitled to the same programs, and that's what I was getting at. Now, the last two articles are amusing because it's time to bitch slap Governor Ronald DeSantis, who who wants to teach uh, climate change denial to children in school and all that stuff. Okay, so it's but I'm glad you brought up the Ted Nugent thing because you know that doesn't surprise me that he did that.
He's a right winger.
Yeah, and that's what they do.
Well, some of
Alice,
the thing. What's
Alice
that?
isn't Alice Cooper right wing too?
He doesn't preach
You know,
law, not that I know of. He doesn't preach his political beliefs. Nugent said some of the basic rights of Americans, and that's fine. You know, the right to bear arms, the right for this, the right for that. But then he starts saying that, you don't need to say fuck the president when I paid you that money to see you. Not what I asked you to do. Just
well,
pay your best songs, not that one.
even if he rants politically in general, people didn't pay that kind of money to hear his any political lecture by him.
Exactly.
You know, people are not there for that.
Oh, by the way, this particular stream worked on my Firefox for the first time.
Really, because your video is quite good.
Yeah, and this time I had to put my name in, my screen name in again, so it was like starting all over, and I'm glad of it. I'm glad it's.
How long does it take you to type in Mick Von Raven?
Oh, not any trouble at all. I'm just saying I'm glad of it that this is on Firefox.
So, in other words, Mozilla Firefox being used on an iPhone is much more compatible to streaming, in your opinion, than let's Chrome is on trying to use
I
Chrome.
don't know. I'm just saying I didn't have to copy it and go to Safari
Oh,
for the first
yeah,
time.
because the first
First time ever.
as soon as you came on, I heard my voice echoing back at me. But that always happens. Not
Yeah, so
always
I'm
in your case.
yeah. I wanted to bring something up about Republicans. They're
Sure.
putting this Hunter Biden thing into the news to try to take away from Trump's legal woes. They're trying to create like a fake
Distract.
crime. Yeah, and it's just so stupid. I'm so sick of them. They always do that. What about Jared Kushner? What about Don Jr.? Nobody went after them and they broke all kinds of laws.
Jared Kushner, and the two doofus sons of his,
Eric and Don Jr., those two
yeah,
morons.
morons, and I think one's got like buck teeth, like
Yeah.
you know,
Why weren't where's the charges against them then if Hunter Biden's so guilty?
they make Hunter Biden look like Mr. Rogers, for God's sake.
Exactly. So it's so stupid. We're assigning a special prosecutor to take up like Hunter Biden did something of national security. It's just more
But
fluff.
this is what aggravates me. The mainstream American media, like no one on MSNBC or CNN or News Nation, no one would say just what you said. Uh, Hunter Biden, they're picking on Hunter Biden. He's he is a saint compared to and to mention the other people. Nobody in the American media steps up and says that this is nothing but a big distraction by
A witch hunt.
a witch hunt. But they allow Republicans to call Democrats witch hunters. You know what I mean? Like they don't say Hunter Biden didn't do anything compared to Jared Kushner and the Trump boys, the sons. Like nobody steps up and says anything like that. They just they present the opinion. No matter how ridiculous and stupid it is, they present the opinion coming out of Republicans' mouths, and that's it. And they let you decide what you want to believe. But they're supposed to be journalists. I mean, do journalists just present the news, or do they give their journalistic expertise, like Chris Cuomo always does? He gives his take on everything. He's a lawyer. He's very articulate.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always the same thing. The Democrats bring a knife to a gunfight. Republicans are always
Yeah.
like shooting cannons at us.
Oh, yeah. Now I don't even have to read this because I know what it's about,
It's
and
about what a schmuck
it's
this
I
guy
just
is.
want to
He's
show.
never going to be president of the United States ever. He's not doesn't have the charisma.
Okay, so
He doesn't have the intelligence.
he has no charisma and personality whatsoever. He's boring as hell.
He's like a
I mean, look at this.
he's very dry and boring.
Yeah, like the hell was his name again? Um,
Gerald Ford.
uh, no, there was a vice president that was extremely boring, much more
Dan Quayle.
much more boring than Mike Pence. I think it was Dan Quayle.
Dan Quayle was a total idiot.
Uh, DeSantis, Florida approves climate denial videos in schools.
Wow.
Florida Department of Education has approved classroom use of videos that spout climate disinformation and distort climate science. You
That
see,
is
they
so stupid.
never accept, embrace, or respect
Science
science. Science deals with proven facts,
facts.
and Republicans,
Exactly.
it's just their crazy, insane perception. It's they're fascists, so they don't care about something that's proven. They just care about forcing their agenda on everyone else. And it says here, activists, their climate activists are like Nazis. He's like a Nazi. What are you talking about? He's like a Nazi. Is that wind and solar power pollute the earth and make life miserable? Make life miserable. Recent global, yeah, you're miserable if you usually get paid off by fossil fuel industry and you
To
take the
look
brunt
the other way, yeah.
the other way, and if your gravy train stops, I guess their lives are miserable. Recent global and local heat records reflect natural temperature cycles, so it's normal. So
No, it isn't.
what's going on around the world and locally is normal to Republican.
Oh man.
These are some of the themes of children's videos produced by an influential conservative advocacy group. Yeah, and a group of village idiots and nincompoops. And this is the Florida Department of Education that approved this. I can't believe this.
That's insane.
What is this here? It says Florida Department of Education has approved the classroom use of material from the Prager University Foundation. Yeah, what is that? Like Trump University? A conservative group
Exactly.
a conservative group that produces videos that distort science, history, gender, and other topics. Education experts call the videos dangerous propaganda. Yeah, damn right. Yeah, damn tootin'. Takes care of this moron. I can't believe that Florida Education Board of Education for the state actually approved this garbage. And this is a result of, since Ron DeSantis doesn't respect science and doesn't respect anything proven. This is the result, and I mentioned a little bit of this at the beginning of the show. And there you go.
I had my water was shut off yesterday morning in the whole neighborhood.
Oh,
Pipe
God.
must have burst, and then one of my toilets, the water's not running in it, and I'm gonna call the city and say, you know what, am I supposed to hire a plumber? What the hell? Yeah, so one of the toilet upstairs, the big one, the old one, with the good water intake, no
Yep.
water is going to it now at all. It's brutal. So I got to
So,
run downstairs to go to the bathroom.
do you have an extra like shower stall where you live?
The shower works and the sink works. The toilet doesn't though. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh,
Sons
well,
of
thank God
bitches.
there's another toilet bowl.
Yeah,
Could you
Praise
imagine,
be.
could you imagine how stinky your place would be if there was only one?
What if I just like shit in the corner? You mean? Yeah, probably. Um, I
You have to
also have to
get a litter,
apologize for yawn. Go ahead.
you have to get a litter box if that's the case.
No, thank you. I have to apologize for yawning. I did wake up earlier than I wanted to after that
Oh,
concert.
I
I was
understand.
partying a little bit, and then I wake up at 6:40 and I can't fall asleep again. So
No, I
I'm a
understand
little.
how sleepy you were, tired, because I could see it in the way your face, the way you spoke. I knew you were tired.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm apologizing for not being sharp as a tack right
No,
now.
you're sharp enough. You're sharp.
Okay, thanks.
You're
I'm
sharp.
ragged.
Like
Ugh.
as soon as you mentioned last night Ted Nugent concert, I put all the pieces,
Thank you.
and
I
I'm
had a
glad. Yeah.
couple of beers. We have a friend that does not drink, so he's a designated driver, so we always party a little bit.
Well, that's pretty
So
important. Have one
real important, yeah.
designated driver. Now look at this. Now just think, visually think of all the Republicans that say that climate change doesn't exist, and now we go to the scientists and they say ocean currents vital for distributing heat could collapse by mid-century. Study says the sun rises over fishing boat. Well, the sun rises over fishing boats by me, not in California. The sun rises over fishing boats in the Atlantic Ocean off of Kennebunkport, Maine. Ah, that's where the Bushes had their house, right? They had a house there. They used to escape to Kennebunkport, Maine. Looks nice.
The Bush has always said his adoptive state was Texas. Where was the fucker born?
They're not from Texas.
Yeah, it was. Remember, he'd say my adoptive state of Texas. Where
Well,
the fuck was he born?
they're adopted state of Texas, but they are not real Texans. They're
In transplants?
yeah, they're transplants, but they, you know, they kind of they made like they were Texans. They're just because your adoptive state is Texas, that doesn't mean you're like a Texan. That you should start singing "Deep in the Heart of Texas" and "The Yellow Rose of Texas" and a system of ocean currents that transport heat northward along the North Atlantic could collapse by mid-century, according to a new study. And scientists have said before that such a collapse could cause catastrophic sea level rise and extreme weather across the globe. Hey, Republicans, is this what you really want? Yeah. And this is coming from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Um, it's really bad. It's really a bad scenario because if they collapse, that might be irreversible.
Oh, it will be.
And then we're all not only up Shit's Creek without a paddle, but we,
Florida, California, New Orleans,
yep,
all gone underwater, gone. United States will shrink.
yeah, especially Florida coastal. Forget Florida's like is flat, right?
Yeah.
It's like a big sandbar and swamp.
And we know Sicily will go under quickly. They're almost there now, I believe.
Well, except for Mount Etna. Why? What? Sicily lost a lot of its coastline?
No, Sicily has a lot of water. They're talking about they're going to lose, they're in danger of losing coastline. I saw a special program about it a
Really?
while back. Yeah.
So the Mediterranean is rising,
Yes.
and
Sea levels are rising all over the world, unfortunately.
I know they're mountainous. I know Sicily's well. You know what? It's a volcanic island, just like this. The islands of the Pacific. They're all volcanic, and
Oh,
they all
and prayers out to those in Hawaii suffering. There's already been 93 deaths from those wildlife
yeah.
fires. It's so sad.
I knew the death. I knew the death toll was going to rise because It's really, I mean, I remember when people constantly bragged about the island of Maui, the beauty of the island of Maui, like it was the highest demand of places to visit and buy property, and of course there goes Mother Nature when the real estate industry gets in there, and
Yeah.
now this, and why this? Well, they must have had a terrible drought for a long time.
Yes.
And what causes the terrible droughts? Well,
Climate change.
climate change, California wildfires, Canada wildfires,
Hawaiian wildfires. It's
Maryland.
just brutal.
Who would think that a tropical paradise that has that usually gets pretty good rainfall, precipitation, who would think that a drought would hit a Pacific island and cause a wildfire? I mean, it would be the last place I would think of. Um, hmm. Well, this has nothing to do with the subject, but this looks nice. A luxury camping ground in I think this is the Joshua Tree National Forest, the desert. Yeah, but look, it's a trailer. That's like being in a damn. It's like being in a damn sardine can in the desert. Oh, and I heard something. Oh no, I'm hearing things. Yeah. So getting back to this, this is very, very serious. Now the good thing is, I was reading an article on Google Chrome that mentioned they just came out with a machine that absorbs tremendous amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, processes it, that will um, that will combat climate change quite a bit, and they're massively they're mass producing these machines, and people all over the world are buying them uh, at the attempt of fighting the climate change. But unless they come down on fossil, hold on for a second. Oh, that's why I was hearing that. Whoop. Yeah. So we have some problems here from Mr. Mick Von Raven. Mick, where are you? I hope he doesn't have technical difficulties. Oh, what the fuck? Hello?
Something happened with my camera now. I don't know what. It's not showing me. Hold
No,
on, please.
I see your feet. Unless that's the new image you want to use instead of.
It's not. I'm trying to get I had a phone.
Now, if you showed the bottom part of your feet, that would be funny.
With this thing maybe. Hold on.
You gotta hit the. It's. I know it could be a small icon, the one with the arrow for flipping the. There
There
you
we
go.
go. Yeah, I'm
Now,
Mr. Scientific. So I received a phone call while we were streaming, and I didn't take it, and it screwed me up either way. It totally screwed up my stream, just getting a phone call like that.
I'm getting lots of them, and I've learned to ignore them because if I report everyone, all I would be doing is reporting.
Well, this was a friend. I was just not taking
Oh,
the call because I'm streaming right now.
he didn't.
And
He didn't know. Or
what's
she.
that?
He or
No,
she.
he didn't know I was streaming.
Mm.
So
Uh, Or is it possible for you to send him a text?
Yeah, I'll deal with him when we get off the stream. That's okay.
I was saying we're
The
talking
climate change, the culmination of things we're talking about led to the scientific proof of climate change, and
scientific proof.
DeSantimonious is trying to teach otherwise because he's a ass backwards right wing Republican.
That's right.
Deny science first, then create an alternative truth that you push on people. That's not
And
the truth.
a delusional perception of what the world really is,
Yeah,
or the universe.
if you believe it's true, it's true.
Oh, that's George Costanza. How to beat the lie detector test. He says, Jerry, if you believe, no, wait a minute, it's not a lie. If you believe it,
It's if you can't remember, it never happened. If you believe it's true, it's not a lie.
yeah, I think Giuliani was saying something similar to that about the truth. The truth is not necessarily the truth. The lie is not necessarily a lie. The truth, the lie, the truth, the lie, the truth, the truth.
He's Giuliani's up Schmidt's Creek. Him and Trump both saying that they're innocent. One of them's got to take the fall, and Giuliani's not going to do it. He won't take the fall for the Donald. He
The
won't fall on the sword for the Donald.
Donald has a reputation for throwing everyone he knows that is supposedly friends with him of his under the bus. Nick, you hear me?
Ken, I just put my camera off so I could send a text.
Okay, yeah, you heard me, right, about throwing people under the bus? Tiny bubbles in the...
I saw Tom Jones passed away.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, Tom Jones at 95, they said. It is
You,
the same Tom Jones, the entertainer, right?
well, if he's famous, that's the only Tom Jones I know.
Exactly. So it's Tom Jones.
Holy
Tom Jones. And he was 95. And who was the other one that just passed away? That was Tony Bennett was 96.
Well, they say my grandmother used to say famous deaths always come in threes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was a huge fan of his. Damn it.
My mother loved Tom Jones.
So he was
95.
He really was 95. Holy man.
Oh, he was older when I was a kid. He wasn't like young.
Oh, damn.
Oh man, part of my yard.
Oh. He did look pretty damn good for 90.
Yeah. So did Tony Bennett. Looked incredibly good for his age as well.
Yeah, but he had dementia.
Oh, at the end he did. Well, yeah, when you live that long, something's going to happen to you.
Yeah. I mean, some people, some celebrities prematurely died, like
William Holden,
like Larry King from COVID, and Dawn Wells of Gilligan's Island died from COVID.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, Dawn Wells, yeah. Marianne, yeah. So
yeah, that was
really shocked.
What's that?
I'm shocked about Tom Jones. I'm really.
Yeah. Do you remember when Marianne got busted with all that weed and it was not hers?
Really?
Yeah, she got arrested with a bunch of weed and it wasn't hers.
So
and also,
a friend.
Bob Denver got busted for smoking weed. Maybe that was his weed that she was holding. The late Bob Denver.
Yeah, so what? It's a miracle medicinal plant.
Well, this is before it was legal, and they made a big stigma out of it and acted like it was like the worst thing that ever happened.
That's when prisons were full of marijuana offenders, right?
Yes.
That was the dumbest. That's the most feeble excuse.
It was my belching entertainment for everyone.
getting free slave labor in a private
Yes.
prison is for having people that possess marijuana get incarcerated.
That's total bullshit.
You know, that's got to be a right-wing capitalist racket.
And they'd put them in with violent criminals, and they'd be around violent criminals, and that's non-violent criminals should never mix.
No, it's somebody just trying to relax with some with a joint, you know, or a bong or something.
Exactly.
I was in the midst of saying something towards the tail end of the climate change thing.
Trump throwing people under the bus to protect himself.
That are supposedly his friends. No, before that, they invented a machine, and countries are buying it all over the world that sucks up a tremendous amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to combat global warming.
Wow.
It's a new scientific breakthrough, the very science that Republicans hate. And that plus the right wing brilliant idea, like nobody else thought of it, the brilliant idea of planting 1 trillion trees. Are you there? I have to. I guess
Hey, so if I just put the camera off, you can't hear my microphone?
I can't hear you.
Right now you can't?
No, I hear you.
But I have the microphone on, and I just put the camera off, and then for whatever reason you can't hear me at all. That's weird.
I'll try it again. Bring up the. All right.
How about right now?
I hear you fine.
Well, you know what? I wonder if when I move the screen to another browser is why it does it. Hold on a second. I'm gonna still talk for a minute. Let me see.
Oh, I got a fantastic photo that you might love to use as an avatar. It's from a like a new age witchcraft page, and it's a raven looking upward with smoke coming out of its mouth. It's really spooky looking.
Well, did you hear me at all after I clicked off the screen?
Well, I hear you right now.
Yeah, but like, hold on. Testing.
Testicle. Okay. Hello?
Hear me all the way?
Yeah, I hear you now. I do.
No, I meant even before, after the testing. Did it go silent for a minute?
Yeah, do it again.
Testing.
I hear you. Now it froze.
I can't. I have to leave the screen up to do it.
It froze. You know what? Bring your screen back up.
Yeah, I can't do anything right now, I guess.
Steve Jobs, if this was your face, I would love, if you were alive, I would love to pummel it.
Oh, you think it's all based on that? I think it could be anything.
Yeah, but how come?
Used to be I could just click the camera off and go to other browser or to read my email while I talked. That's now not working.
Paul, when I went live with him last night. Anyway, thank you, Paul Anthony Manthia, for a great show. We're going to Twitter, not Twitter. I'm sorry. We're going permanently. We're going to TikTok with the show.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got like fucking like several 100,000 or 1 million. Like he's got like 1 million
followers.
He's got like several 100,000. I mean, God knows he's got like, yeah, he's really, everything he puts on TikTok, he's going viral. So we're going to switch.
So all of his art and all of his stuff.
The art, the music, the clothes,
the tie-dye,
all of his other videos. So because we're not getting any response from YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Well, the hell with it. Do what you got to do.
So, TikTok, I mean, I already have over 2,000 600 followers on my.
Nice.
So we're gonna do it that, and he's making money. He's been making money hand over fist on his TikTok profile.
Good for him.
Yeah, so he says, why are we wasting our time with this show on these other multi social media? The only thing is I can't do this show there because they'll take it right off and threaten
Because
you.
it's political?
They talk about censorship. They don't like anything deep, revealing, political, nothing. Everything's got to be like entertainment and
Oh, art
comedy
only.
and artistic, and yeah, in other words, they're really anal. And hold on, Ethan. I remember Ethan. Ethan's beer and vinyl reviews. Oh, yeah. Is vinyl referring to old fashioned record albums?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, this man Mick is a heavy metal.
Audiophile, I guess.
Yeah, he's
No music, because I'm not just into the technology. I'm into the 10,000 records,
the
15,000
actual music.
CDs. Yeah, the music fi, I guess I'd be. Yeah, I
Okay,
love
hi
music.
Ethan. I think you're either a Eric Fraunfelter Wild Card Wednesday fan or a Ronald J. Terrio. I know I remember you from one of them. It might be Ronald Terrio. So
Hey,
anyway,
who
thank
was? Hey, let me just ask you real quick, Jimmy. Who was the fellow that came on and was talking about? He was a Democrat and he was talking about. He had talking points to another guy's Republican talking points, and he's
Oh,
married and his wife doesn't let him come on very often. Jason, is that his name?
yeah, Jason Cleveland,
Yeah, where's he been?
he's mad at me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He's mad at me because I complained that he hasn't been coming on as often as he did before. And he said,
Yeah,
you don't realize my situation. I got uh, between the job and my daughter and my wife.
no, that's too bad.
We go to ball games a lot to watch the Mariners, and I have to cut we have
Cut the grass.
a house that's part of a home owners association dictatorship, HOA,
Jeez.
and he has to. I repeat, he has to keep on top of the landscaping.
Or
Otherwise,
they'll fine him, right?
threaten to fine him.
Mm.
Whereas if the grass is not, it gets just a tad bit high, he finds a warning on his front door.
Jeez.
So what he's saying is, I don't understand, and I told him, look, I do understand, and
He's a great guest panel. I mean, I like him. Interactions is the interaction with him is positive.
well, yeah, very positive. He's very
Yeah.
very intelligent.
Yes.
He's very progressive, but I try to contact him again on WhatsApp, and he left WhatsApp. He left. He left. I want to like apologize to him, and um, unless I think I'm almost, yeah, no, he has a YouTube channel. I'll try to touch base with him there, and
Good. Yeah, he's good people.
yeah, he's good. You know what? If he could just type commentary like Ethan just did, and
Yeah, we got a new hello here from Jordy's Den.
that's
Howdy.
that's Geordie from Scotland.
Yeah, hey buddy. Been a
Hey,
minute since we chatted with you. Rock
yeah,
on, bro.
absolutely. How you been, Geordie? Actually, you just reminded me about something here. Now, what I was saying about the machines. So
Yeah, those machines sound wonderful.
they just like the machine they invented after the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, British Petrol, BP, British Petroleum, and there was a machine that sucked up oil from an oil spill. Well, this sucks up the green what do they call it? The greenhouse gases, in layman's terms. That the whatever's in the atmosphere that causes global warming. I don't know if it's fluorocarbons also, which come
burning fossil
yeah,
fuels.
that's fossil fuel. That would be fluorocarbons. Carbon dioxide is excess carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide is very normal. Excess
But
carbon dioxide.
we've had less oxygen in the atmosphere, they've said, because of those wildlife fires in Canada and such. I'm doing well, Jordy. Thank you for asking. I'm a little tired from a good time last night. And that's not with a woman, unfortunately, but with a rock concert.
Yeah, he went to the final tour of Ted Nugent, the heavy metal legend.
Yeah, 75 years old. The guy's still very spry. And I give him a lot of credit. He still plays an hour and a half on stage standing there.
Oh, you
It's a
mean
long
he's spry like the Rolling Stones?
Yeah, yeah. Except he's calling it quits now. He flies home every night. He does not like staying in hotels, so he has a house in Michigan, so he flies home from Chicago every night.
I think
Yeah,
he's from Michigan.
Nugent has had some hits in the yesteryear, Jordy. Cat Scratch Fever.
Cat
Um,
fever.
one of his early ones was Journey to the Center of the Mind. That's a great song, hippy dippy, and he's anti-drug, but that's a drug song. Have you heard that one, James? Journey to the Center of the Mind.
They should
Come
write.
along if you can. Do, 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 do. Come
Journey.
along if you can.
He should write a song called "Journey to the Center of My Colon."
Okay. Yeah,
No,
Stranglehold. Yeah, that's one of his best songs. He did Great White Buffalo. Oh, it was good.
yeah,
He rocked.
the Sacred Bison.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, I like Stan Ridgway from Wall of Voodoo and his solo career. Yeah, he's cool. Definitely not metal, but he's cool. I have some of his albums. So that machine, who is it going to be readily available?
it is readily available.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I mentioned before you had technical difficulties was that what's going on with the brilliant Republican brainstorm of planting 1 trillion trees to combat global warming.
They stopped a trillion too little, maybe.
Well, everybody knows that trees are the lungs of the planet Earth. Anybody
Yes.
with half a brain knows that. I mean, trees are it's a godsend,
It's life. Trees are life-giving to us with that oxygen.
and when you destroy the rainforest to plant agriculture, you know what they're doing? They're blaming it on the increased world's planet Earth's population.
Oh, ever exploding population.
We need more food. We have to grow more food, so they're tearing down all these forests.
Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Yeah, Ethan's beer said he loved vinyls and some CDs. Yeah, record store day is really cool, by the way. Most times it's fun.
Yeah, I remember record store days. I remember them. Yeah, well, and then you had these mom and pop stores that dealt with collectible vinyls, vintage vinyls.
I'm gonna grab that song I was talking about and put it in the chat. Okay, I'll be right back.
Salesman is a great track. Be careful if you play it, because copyright laws. Yeah, you're damn right about that. is a dick with it. You know what happened?
Yeah, I heard. So I could post the song here, but we can't play it, right?
No, I
Okay.
I I videotaped in Labor Day weekend. There's an Italian festival in my hometown, so they every year they have live music on one end and they have a DJ uh, on the other end. So I videotaped different things, people dancing or whatever. It's outdoors naturally. And they YouTube muted the um, entire video, muted the audio because of copyright songs. But the point is, when a DJ plays the copyright songs, he's not making money off the songs. He is actually advertising the songs. Nobody's making money off the songs. So I don't know why they're so nitpicky about that. I mean, if you're using copyright music for like self promotion that's connected with making a profit, earning money, that's different. But if it's just an event, wow, 50 vinyls. If it's just an event, it's a shame, really. So that's why I had to put all of my videos that involved DJ music. It could be a dance club, nightclub, whatever. I had to put them all on Google Photos. I had to put them all in an album on Google Photos. People can watch it if they click on the link, but it's not on the internet, so they can't do a damn thing about it. Yeah, what I was. Oh, my voice is echoing. Hello. Ah, still doing it. Still doing it. Son of a bitch. Think it's your something your wife. I don't know. Oh, all right. Where are you? Hold on for a second. I'm gonna put this. Excuse me, Ethan. I just have to. He has, for some reason, he has technical issues. That's the link he sent me privately. Unbelievable. Isn't it unbelievable? It really sucks. Then I'll catch up with. Hello. Hello. My voice is so echoey. Unbelievable. Oh, damn. There we go. Hello. Son of a mother. My voice is still going. Hello? Son of a bitch. You think it's the, I don't know what it could be. My voice keeps echoing. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I'm trying to I'm trying to catch up here. Amboy Dukes. What's wrong with this? Amboy Dukes. Hello, good morning, Masumi from Japan. It is now 5:15 a.m. Monday morning in southeastern Japan. Thank you, Masumi, for stopping by and saying hello, giving you greetings. Thank you. I appreciate it, my dear. All right. Um, I don't know. Let me get back to maybe not some of his political opinions. I say some. Jordy says, I got in lots of trouble with the YouTube police and been in YouTube jail because I played music annoying and not fair. Yeah, it is quite annoying, Jordy. Very annoying. Amboy Dukes. Uh, Free for All is a great album. Jordy says, you sound like you're in a concert hall, James. No, it's not me. It's my voice. It's Mick Von Raven's internet issue. He my sometimes my voice echoes back at me when I talk, and that's why you're saying that. But um, underrated. And then Mick posted. Uh, yeah, but it's not noise. It's not. I do have noise cancellation. It's not noise. It's the fact that as I'm talking, my voice. I'm hearing my own voice echo back at me from Mick's end. You understand? I understand about noise. I'm just drinking chai tea with peppermint. That's all. That's all I have in the house, really. Besides iced tea and homemade kombucha. I don't have any. I really don't have any beer. You're very welcome, Masumi. You're very welcome. Yeah. Um, I should have Drizzly deliver some good lager, some nice dark lager. My favorite beer, dark lager. Um, Last time I ordered the 12 pack of Founders Oktoberfest Marzen, which means March in German. It's the dark lager. I like all dark lagers, but one of my favorite has to be Sapporo Black, Japanese beer, Sapporo Black. All right, I caught up on the commentary. Mick, I don't know what's going on, man. I have no idea. So yeah, so thank God for the for science, really, even though Republicans are against it. You know, whether it be oil spills, whether it be sucking up carbon dioxide, fluorocarbons out of the atmosphere. We only have one planet, and we have no place else to go yet. So we better take care of it. That's why. That's why I read a lot of environmental and climate change articles, because the existence of our species and all of the creatures on this planet are more important than ranting and squabbling over partisan politics. Really. Yeah, Marsen means March in German because that's when they start making it. They start making it in March, so it's ready for Oktoberfest. You know, but I also think that I also like wheat beers, but not domestic wheat beers. I like the imported German wheat beers like Aventinus, very refreshing, very crisp and refreshing. I think so, especially during hot weather. I don't like domestic wheat beers unless there's a craft wheat beer that I never had before that I might like. Hello,
I tried another room.
hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, you. So something about that. Oh, you look very mysterious and new. You. Hello.
Hi, I'm trying to get my earbuds to work. Apparently,
Is there any kind of a lamp in that room?
yeah, but I'm gonna try to go down where I was because it shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't have to be in a certain room to do things. So I'm gonna head back where the light was.
It's really strange that this even occurs.
I beg your pardon?
No, it's really strange that any of this occurs at all. Like even me echo my voice echoing back. Uh-oh. Oh well. Now I just want you people to know some of these shows on Sunday he comes on and there's no issue. So well, yeah, until now. Um I wonder where the other guys are, like Ronnie Simpson. I think Eric Frauenfelder has band practice on Sundays. I think he started band practice with Oxblood Forge because they've been getting a lot of gigs and they've been selling albums. God bless him, man. Here's a toast to Eric Frauenfelder, the drummer of heavy metal band Oxblood Forge. I am really super shocked that Tom Jones passed away at age 95. Geordie, is it? Did you hear this in Scotland? I'm shocked. I was always a huge fan of Tom Jones. I really, and he looked pretty good for his age. Really too bad. Really, really too bad. I didn't know it until Mick just told me. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to see it all over the media. I hope it wasn't bullshit. I hope it wasn't one of those spammers on Facebook, that say this one died and that one died, and it's not even true. You know what I mean? Hey, Daryl Messias from Northern California. Is that true? Did he really pass away? 83. Yeah, and he looked pretty good. He would go on talk shows and he would still sing. I don't think he was doing Vegas like he was. Um, he put on some weight though. He had like a pot belly the last video I saw of him. Oh, jeez. They always, my grandmother always used to say, famous deaths come in threes. So it was Pee Wee Herman. Not that there's any connection between the two. Pee Wee Herman, now Tom Jones, and there was somebody else. Damn it. It's really a shame. Really? He was still doing shows. Yeah, yeah, it's true. When you're watching other people argue, not when you're involved in it yourself, getting acid reflux. Yeah, Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, he lost his show Pee Wee's Playhouse when he got caught masturbating in Florida in a porno theater. Florida is really backwards. I know it's very Republican, but they're really backwards to have a porno theater. You know how many years ago there were porno theaters like in my area? Long time ago. And then, after that, people watched it on the internet. Yeah, he was waxing the bishop in a theater, and somebody recognized him. 92 degrees. Where are you located, Ethan? I know, I was talking to Gabriel Salaya in Arizona, and it was 90 degrees at 12 midnight. 12 midnight, when the desert is supposed to get cool. 90 degrees as a low. As a low. 110 during the day. I know it's a dry heat, but so is a pizza oven. You wouldn't want to stick your head in one. Jordy says, I heard about that too. Haha, he was in Cheech and Chong Nice Dreams movie. Yeah. Yeah, Pee Wee was playing with his wee wee. Pee Wee was playing with his wee wee, and they canceled his show because his show was for children and adults that haven't grown up yet. I like the puppet he had, Terry Pterodactyl. That was my favorite. Hmm. Pee Wee's Playhouse. Ah, I'm sorry, James. It was a different Tom Jones. Apologies. They had a picture on the article about the other guy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So the person who died is Tom Jones, but there's another celebrity named Tom Jones. And here I'm like upset about the singer. So hold on. Let's get this straight. I didn't think there was another Tom Jones. Yeah, let's clarify this now. I'm really I mean, too bad Mick Von Raven can't just play his audio, because his audio gets screwed up. And you can't tell people that are big fans of Apple computers and iPhones. You can't tell them that they made a big mistake by buying an iPad or an iPhone. and explain to them the reasons why. They just, I mean, my brother-in-law has an iPhone. You can't tell, I can't tell him anything. They all think that the iPhone is the way to go. It's not. You're very limited to what you can do. And I don't know what's happened. I really don't. He wrote the book and lyrics for the music of the Fantastics. That son of a... Well, how dare he use the name Tom Jones? Dumbass. Motherfucker. So the singer is still alive. Thank God. I take that back, folks. It's the wrong Tom Jones. This son of a bitch uses Tom Jones' name. He should get his legs broken. Bastard. Now, I personally know, I have a friend of mine whose real name is Tom Jones. It's not a stage name. His real name is Tom Jones, so he was born with it. He couldn't help it, you know. So Tom is still alive and singing. Thankfully. Ugh. The Fantastics. The Fantastics. Prick motherfucker. Using the name of a great man. Bastard. Pee-wee got caught with his pee-wee. His pee-wee, he was jerking his wee-wee. Oh, I'm sorry. Unless he was working out with the shake weight. Remember the shake weight commercial? And they did like a satire of the shake weight on the South Park episode. That was so funny. And it had this like this white lotion that used to squirt out of it, and then the shake weight the talking shake weight would go to sleep after it shot this white goo. Yeah, that 95. That didn't seem right. A guy performing on stage, singing at 95. Let me see if Mick sent me a message. Is this something? Jordy says, that guy from Everybody Loves Raymond got busted for the same shit. Can't remember his name. Was it Ray Romano, the main star? Was it the brother that played Robert Barone, the tall 6'8" guy? Who is it? Was it Peter Boyle, who died, the father? Was it one of Frank Barone's friends at the lodge, the old geezers? I'm very curious about that. I love scandal. I love to hear about scandals. Yeah, Phoenix is having an extreme heat wave. Yeah, the whole Southwest. I mean, remember at the Las Vegas airport, people were passing out because they were in their seats ready to take off in the plane's cabin, and the plane did not turn the air conditioning on, and it was like over 100 degrees in the plane's cabin, and they were there for, I forgot what it was, a couple hours or so, and maybe more. It's not a couple hours or a few hours that people were passing out. They had to take them to the ER. And I know people are going to sue the airline. I don't know if it was, what the hell was it? I forgot what airline it was, but that's horrible. People paying top dollar for airline tickets and you can't even put the air conditioning on. Oh, you were there? I was in the Sonora Desert in Baja California, Mexico, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was, believe me, the dry heat is nice. You don't even feel it, but you dehydrate. You have to have a lot of water with you. Yeah, there's no, some people think there's no shade in the Sonora Desert, but if you stand in the shadow of a saguaro cactus, there's a lot of shade. I was doing that in Baja. They cast a big shadow. But did you see what the heat wave was doing to the poor saguaro cacti? It takes like hundreds of years for them to get big, and they were keeling over, just like the people. They were wilting. So you're in the Atlanta area. All right. He played Hank. Oh, that guy. Amy's dad. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Hank McDougal. And the mother was played by Georgia Engels from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. That's right. So on the show, he played like a born again, holy roller, evangelical, whatever. And in real life, he was a pervert. So he was arrested for public lewd behavior, masturbation. So Fred Willard, Geordie from Scotland knows the name of these people on a American sitcom. I didn't even know his name. Fred Willard. Okay. So he was waxing the bishop. He was waxing the old bishop. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of Joneses. I think they came over with the Mayflower. Jones is a common Anglo name. Um, no, they play it over here constantly. They play the reruns over here, Jordy, all the time. You know, oh, you had to look the name up. Okay, that was fast. You know, who makes the show, in my opinion, is Robert Barone, the tall guy. He's so funny. And Peter Boyle was pretty funny too, with the insults for his wife Marie. He's pretty funny. But Robert he was hilarious. Remember the episode on Seinfeld that he did? He played the crazy mechanic, Jerry's mechanic. Yeah, he was young there. Oh. Did you like some of the old American comedies like All in the Family, um, the Sanford and Son, Good Times, Jeffersons? Oh, he to me he's the whole show. I mean, Ray Romano is annoying because he's a mama's boy. He's pussy whipped by his wife. He's afraid of women not liking him. He's afraid of people not approving of him. He's very annoying pussy guy that he plays. And his wife is a nagging, insecure control freak, Deborah Barone. And his mother, well, what can you say? His mother is she plays a big role in the comedy, but it's not funny comedy. It's extremely annoying comedy. And then, so I would say it's the Robert Barone and second Peter Boyle. Now, Ray Romano ended the show when Peter Boyle started to get real sick. So, and I don't blame him, because Frank Barone plays a very big part of the show. And but the two little boys, man, they seem like a cross between retarded and gay, But other than that, it was a great show. It was a great show. Now, one of Ray's friends, the UPS driver, he started the spin-off, The King of Queens, and Jerry Stiller, who played Frank Costanza, was his father-in-law, and then Lou Ferrigno moved in next door. Okay, Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno as his neighbor. Yeah, he originally came from Everybody Loves Raymond, just like Uncle Leo from Seinfeld was on Everyone Loves Raymond, and the doctor, the infamous doctor from Seinfeld, that always played the role as the doctor in the ER. He was one of the buddies in the lodge that Frank Barone belonged to. It was him and Uncle Leo. There was an episode where Frank calls Raymond a lousy big-nosed bastard. But, remember when Frank was would come in and start asking Ray about specific sports games to try to get sports tips out of his son, and then he would turn around and he would bet on the team that his son favored to win. And anyway, Frank was winning a lot of money until Ray found out why he was being so friendly with him. It's because he was trying to get sports betting tips out of him. Big nose bastard. Yeah, I mean, I love when they used to do big nose jokes. Old school Karen. Oh yeah, she's a Karen, all right. She's a Karen. She makes a scene about everything, and she doesn't know when to mind her own business. She started a lot of trouble on the show because she couldn't keep her mouth shut. But then again, Raymond has a habit of not thinking before he talks. He just rambles on and gets himself in hot water. Also, Young Frankenstein. That's right, Peter Boyle. That was pretty funny. Marty Feldman. Remember Marty Feldman? He was like Igor or something. The late Marty Feldman. Fraser Crane, Dr. Fraser Crane, the radio talk show Shrink. That was from Cheers. Married to the other psychiatrist, the one that had no personality, and his brother Niles Crane, and his father that had the old Archie Bunker chair. He's a disabled ex-cop that had to retire because of a bullet he took in the hip somewhere. And he had the Jack Russell Terrier Eddie. What's peculiar? How come all the television psychiatrists they actually like they listen to their patients' problems. And I was told in real life, all psychiatrists really like to do is fill prescriptions. That it's only like social workers and psychologists that will actually converse with you, not psychiatrists. Yeah, 90s show. Yeah. Yeah, I used to watch Frasier, sure. Yeah, All in the Family was way ahead of its time. But they could never play those episodes today. The politically correct, whatever you want to call it, cancel culture crap. Not seeing much of that show, might give it a watch. You can find a lot of episodes on YouTube, Jordy. Gotta go, James. Take care, bud. Cheers to the chat too. Thank you, Knight. Thank you for stopping by, Jordy. I'm gonna end the show soon. A little tad bit early, but it's only because there's no one else out there. Mick Von Raven. I don't know why he has occasional technical difficulties. This happens on occasion. Feel bad, you know. There were moments where his screen got a little pixely, a little blurry, and then the audio started going. He says his internet speed is good, and he has no problems doing stuff with his iPhone. So I have no idea. It is truly an unsolved mystery. Well, I think usually I order food to be delivered on Sunday because I do the show on Sunday. I think I'm going to order, let me see, Chinese food. I had Mexican food the other day. I don't feel like pizza or a calzone, so I think I'm gonna get some really good Chinese food delivered. I don't really know what I'm getting. I have to open up the app and just look up and down the menu and just use my instinct as to what I'm going to order. I generally do not like to eat the same thing all the time. I like to change my meals. Nick, if you hear me, I'm sorry that it happened. And anyway, it's really quiet. All the other folks that we know appear to be busy. Anyone out there that want to continue the show and come on by way of video or just type in commentary, you can do it right now because I'm gonna close out the show. I just want to thank once again celebrity performing artist, singer, songwriter, musician, clothing designer Paul Anthony Mantia for joining me last night. This time it was on YouTube and Facebook for Northern Lights Tie-Dye TV. It was season 1, episode 4. Next week, starting next week, our show will be on TikTok. And believe me, when I say the activity on TikTok is in the hundreds of thousands when we go live there, I'm not kidding. The views are in the millions. The activity is in the hundreds of thousands. He has God knows how many followers. It, it totally and completely blows away every social media company out there, every one of them. But there's only one problem. You can't. I couldn't do this show on TikTok because they'll remove it right away. They don't want any. I mean, to me, it's corporate fascism and anti-First Amendment rights, but they don't want any political material or information on TikTok. They don't want any conspiracy theories. They don't want any like deep, dark topics being discussed. They're really anal about that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it's a Chinese-owned company with its home base in California. I really don't know, but they don't allow it. Now, if you do, if the show is entertainment related, entertainment of any kind, perfectly fine. They don't have a problem with that. If a person is an imbecile and goes on making funny faces and funny noises, thinking that that's important to put on the internet, they don't have a problem with that. But anything deep, no, they don't allow it. It is what it is. I don't agree with it, but that's why a show like Northern Lights Tie-Dye TV should not have a problem with TikTok. But let me tell you, you see the commentary I have here, you see all the activity that takes place on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and YouTube. It doesn't hold a candle to the activity that takes place on a TikTok live stream show. Not at all. If they didn't have a problem with my political material, honestly, I would be doing progressive discussions on TikTok. Because I based on my politics, which I had to stop posting because they threatened me, I was able to accumulate over 2,600 followers. So it's not the people that have a problem with the deep subjects in the politics. It's the motherfuckers in the TikTok main office in Southern California that have a problem. Okay, it's the corporate bullshit that has a problem with me or Paul Mantia discussing deep subjects in politics. They have a problem. Anyway, we will be posting the live stream from TikTok on Facebook, and let's see. I'll try to post it on Twitter if it opens up properly, but it will be right from the beginning of the show. It will be on Facebook. I have a profile, James P. Madonna, and I have a Progressive Discussions Facebook page, which I started back in 2012, and it's huge. It's huge. Mick Von Raven is my co-administrator, and believe me, when I say huge, the word huge doesn't do it justice. So please click like and follow me there. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Tumblr, all under Progressive Discussions. and then of course here, of course on YouTube. But I'm streaming right now on YouTube and Twitter. So the show from TikTok will be also on Facebook. It'll be posted on my profile, and it'll be posted on one of my other pages called New Age Mysticism and Healing. That's right, New Age Mysticism and Healing. So the Northern Lights tie-dye TV show will be there. So for those that don't have TikTok, and for those that refuse to deal with TikTok, if you deal with Facebook, you could watch the show there. Oh yeah, you know, TikTok, another thing I love about it is when you get 1,001 people commenting on your stream, and believe me, you do get that. The people start debating with each other. I think that's cool. They start, you know, debating with each other and conversing with one another. And the activity is like, you can't even, it's so much activity, you can't even read like any of them, really. It goes by so fast. I mean, you're lucky you can read one comment, really. Yeah, there's booty shakers, there's ghetto fools there, white trash, your typical obese Walmart shoppers, honey boo boo's mother, whatever, trailer park trash, ghetto trash. There's something for everybody, but it's there's people who think they're funny, but they're really not. Everybody's there, but I don't pay attention to the fools. I know that there are tons of people that are very intelligent, that like the deep subjects, they like the politics and everything, but I don't want to lose. If I have over 2,600 followers, I don't want to lose my account, because then I can't go live stream with Paul Anthony Mantia if I lose my account. So, and you need 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok. They don't just let anybody go live. And to go live in the professional way, you need 3,000 followers. But look at me. I'm not. My followers are going up and up every day. I'm not. Before you know it, I'll have 3,000 followers. Paul has like, God knows what. He's got like tens of thousands of followers. So anyway, thank you, Ethan, for stopping by. Thank you, Jordy. Thank you, Masumi. Who else came by? I think that Daryl Messias. Thank you, Daryl Messias from Northern California. I'm sorry you're having a heat wave. I hear the Pacific Northwest is having a heat wave, like Portland, Oregon, and I think even Seattle, Washington. It's incredible. I mean, what's going on worldwide with climate change and global warming is just too much evidence, way too much evidence for people to deny its existence. Coral is dying in South Florida, getting bleached out by the sun. People are jumping in the water at Miami Beach, thinking they're going to cool off from the hot, humid steam bath of Florida. And little do they know they're going to enter 100-degree hot tub. That's the ocean there. 100-degree hot tub. You too, Daryl. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, whatever's left, and have a good week. I know people that work in the office. Well, everybody who works except for hair salons, barbershops, hair salons, and they usually have off on Monday. But Monday is the least favorite day of the week for people who working for a living. Anyway, take care, everyone. Be safe. I'm going to try to figure out what Chinese food I'm going to order, and I don't quite know yet. So take care. Bye-bye.